All right, come on. Good morning. Let's clap. All right, come on to Feel Good Friday. This Friday of February the 2nd, 2024, 10 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat room's wide open. Call in 570-982-6950. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Thank you. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen SennyJ, good morning, young lady. God bless. Good to see you. And how are you this morning?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing fantastic. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Feel Good Friday. We are going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know everything that is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We also are going to have front page news with SennyJ, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Yeah, thank you, City. Yeah, please stick around for everything that City J has to offer. Pause on the show, and thank you so much for tuning in. There's something going on here with my device, City J. Oh my God! All right, let's get into this again. I apologize for the late start. There's a lot going on. There's device Wi-Fi issues. There's a lot going on, but we here totally 100% committed. City, before we start the show, I was just sharing with City guys that I was trying to move a piece of some items, some used items on Facebook Marketplace. Put a number one in the chat room if you ever use Facebook Marketplace to move some items. Now, I think that is a haven and a hangout for the scammers, for the robots, to try to get some information or steal your money. So, Cindy, I placed the item on there, a dresser on Facebook Marketplace, and just to give it up because we need the space. We got a new dresser, so I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and all of a sudden, somebody respond to it, and they asked if it's still available, and I'm like, yeah, it's still available. But then, Cindy, what I did, because I'm from the Bronx, I'm old school. I scam people, and I've been scammed. I scam people, and I've been scammed.
Okay.
So I go on Facebook Marketplace and I tap on the profile of this person that I'm talking to. City, it's a profile picture, and it's a pit in the comments. It's a picture of the profile picture. No activity at all. No activity at all. Now, I'm not to say that's a scam, but who has a Facebook profile picture and no activity at all? So sometimes like that, for me, that's like a red flag right there.
I mean, it is a red flag, okay?
Like, bro, like, come on. And then the dude hit me up, yo, I'm very interested. Can I send? He did it in reverse. He goes, yo, can I send you my Cash App, my Zelle or Venmo, and then we can link up later? And City, I'm like, nah, bro, nah, bro, I don't trust it. And like, I'm gonna move. This furniture is going to move, but usually the conversation is normal. It's a piece of furniture, it's a dresser. So the conversation to me would be, okay, listen, it's still is it still available? Yes, still available. Yo, like how big is the dresser? Pause. Should I bring a car, a pickup? Like it's a conversation.
Well, if you have the picture, you put up the picture and you gave a description?
Yeah, put up a picture, detailed description. I even put the measurements on there. But still in all, people usually still ask, like, yo, what kind of vehicle can I come to, pick it up? This dude is immediately like, yo, it's available? Yeah. Yo, can I send you my Zelle, Venmo, or anything? So we can make this happen. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I go to your profile picture. There's no activity, nothing. And then it's a Hungarian name. It's like SEVGI period ZKE.
Do you guys have
No,
any mutual friends?
there's nothing. There's nothing on this dude's profile. I can show it to you right now. And I'm
Okay.
like, yo, wait a minute. Nah, this is no, this is the scam. This is scam central. Let me see if I can show you this dude profile, Cindy. I don't
I
like what's going on. I don't feel it, and I'm not engaging with this dude.
Sean, don't do that. I
See,
think.
look at this guy. Look, wait, something's wrong with my phone. See, look at this guy's profile. You can see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All
Nothing.
right.
Look, there you go. Look, look, Cindy. That's it.
Well, that's because he probably has it private to people who aren't his friends. That's
Cindy.
what. Yeah, but that's what profiles look like when you're not somebody's friend. They probably have it private.
He posted something in 2016. The picture.
His account is probably private, Sean. I think you're thinking too much into. If he's willing to come, the thing is with scammers is they're gonna try and get the most without going over there. They're never gonna mention going. So if he's willing to come over there, okay, then he's showing you he's not a scam. I think you should go through with it.
Okay. I'm gonna say to the dude, I'm gonna go, all right, cool. Yeah,
Or meet him in a
he asked me, can I Zelle or Venmo you? And I haven't replied yet. And I'm gonna go, yes, you can. And I'm gonna see what he says from there. Because we're not playing these games.
Okay, well,
All right.
hopefully he's the real deal.
Now, before we start the show, put a number in the chat room if you ever sold any items on Marketplace. Put a number 2 if you haven't. Cindy, have you ever placed any items on Marketplace to sell?
Yes, I have. I've bought stuff off of Facebook Marketplace and I've sold things off of Facebook Marketplace, and I've never usually had a problem. The people come, they pay what I want them to pay, and then they're out of here.
I mean, one time, Cindy, I placed an item on Marketplace. Dude said, is it available? I said, yeah. Then he goes, if you don't mind, can I Google search you and send you some kind of PIN number? I said, sir, that is not ever. I didn't even reply back. I just blocked the dude.
Yeah, no,
And then, right. And then that happened to my wife. She said, I'm talking to this person and they're asking for a Google search number. I said, block them. That's a scam.
yeah. They're trying to get into your account.
Yeah, they're trying to do the fugazi.
Yeah, Tanya. Okay. Nobody ever does that.
Okay, guys, welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning start right. Feel good Friday. Put a number in chat room if you ever sold an item on Facebook Marketplace and it was legit. Put a number 2 if you never did it. All right, Cindy, I'm gonna turn over the show to you. We appreciate you guys. Excuse us for starting off late today, but we're 100% committed. We made sure we're gonna get the show in for Friday. Let's go, Cindy.
Yes.
Appreciate you all in the chat room too.
Yes, we truly appreciate you guys. The story that I'm gonna start off with, this one is actually it's putting social media in a frenzy. UMG, Universal Music Group, and TikTok seem like they have been in talks for the past couple of days on what they're going to do as far as music on their platform. And Universal Music Group, TikTok has now removed all music that is put out by Universal Music Group. It has taken all of that music off of its platform. The artists that are licensed to play some of their music include Taylor Swift, BTS, Drake, some Jay-Z. It said we started the removal late last night, Pacific time, January 31st, as we approach the deadline of the UMG TikTok license expiration. In addition to removal of music, videos containing music licensed by Universal have been muted. UMG argued in an open letter, among other things, that TikTok wasn't compensating its artists fairly and allowed the platform to be flooded with AI generated recordings, as well as developing tools to enable, promote, and encourage AI music creation on the platform itself. UMG points out TikTok's colossal success has been built in large part of the music created by artists and songwriters. In turn, emerging artists have used the platform to launch their careers. Leading up to January 31st, when their contract expired, negotiations between social media giant TikTok and the world's largest music company had intensified as they worked to hammer out a new contract. UMG is kind of taking the nuclear option of removing all their music and trying to prove that TikTok couldn't exist if it didn't have their catalog. So a lot of people on social media are upset about this. Some viral videos that people have made now, if they were using a song by a UMG artist, it's now muted. So if you're going through TikTok today, you might see some songs that have no sound, some videos that have no sound. So I don't know. People are kind of like divided on this. They say that it is an opportunity for new and emerging music artists to come out and possibly put their music on the platform. I mean, it seems like if you're an artist and you make a viral song on TikTok, like come up with some type of challenge or something like that, that your music really takes off. So I don't know.
Okay. Again, welcome to the show, Sydney. We're having some seriously technical difficulties over here, and I'm gonna try my best to navigate through this show.
What's happening to you over there?
My screen keep going black. It just like I can hear you, but I can't see you. So when my screen goes black, it actually kicks off the device. So I'm looking. I could see you barely, but I'm looking at the camera like I'm engaging.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here.
I know. I can. Right. I'm not gonna panic. If everything go black, I'm gonna just continue to talk to you as I'm looking at you. Okay. Which is actually a technique us comedians use when we do theater shows, because we can't see the audience because there's a spotlight in your face.
Right.
So we act as if we're looking at the audience. Okay, so Universal pulled all their music from TikTok, right? That's what you're saying?
Right.
Because TikTok is not paying the right amount of fee for using all their music, correct?
I mean, that's what they're saying, yes.
Right. And now that we have AI in the building, the AI is just taking over and doing it itself anyway, right? Right?
Right.
Right. And because we are so addicted to social media, we need to blend the music into the videos to take the video to a whole nother level. So some of us who just enjoy the video can enjoy the video. And for others that's chasing the bag or the coin, they can make some money off the video. Is that correct?
Right.
Right. So now it's the dependency of the social media that we have completely lost our minds, and people are going over is in a frenzy because they can't put music to a video, correct?
I mean, yeah.
Right. So now two big mega giants are fighting over each other, and we are the collateral damage. Universal and TikTok, and Universal pulled all their music off the platform, right?
Right.
Guess what? Who suffers? We do. Why? Because we're addicted to it. Don't worry about it. We got robots out there. The AI is going to take care of everything. And how pathetic are we as a society in this social realm that we live in today, that we are distraught to the fact that we can't put videos and music together to put it on social media to fill our pathetic voids when none of this existed 10 years ago. Because we are all poisoned. Listen, I'm one of them. I searched the internet for dumb, stupid videos with music to it, and I put it on my page. Listen, guys, go to I'll prove it. Go to my Instagram page. Only thing you see is stupid videos with music and people falling, smacking on each other, all of that. So I'm guilty as well. People, wake up.
I don't think it's so much we want to. I mean, it's how it's you want the people to stay on your video as long as possible. So usually when there's a song, it entices people to stay on your page. They like the song, you hear it a little longer. I mean, I think it's doing a disservice to their artists. I think UMG is trying to teach TikTok a lesson, but
of course they are.
I think that UMG, how else is anybody listening to music? So I think they're doing their own self a disservice and hurting their own artists.
No, they're sending a message. Yeah, I get it, but no, they're sending a message to TikTok. They're going toe to toe with each other. This is a battle. Now, without TikTok, some of these songs we either never heard of, or they used to be songs back in the day that became viral because of a video. We get that, but Universal's like, well, wait a minute. We're not going to let everybody eat, and we're not eating off of this music. And that's what's going on here. But it's more concerning to me that the general public, welcome to the show, guys, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's concerning to me that the general public is losing their minds over properties that they don't even own. Unless you create your own video, and you really don't even own that, because once you put it on the platform, it's property of TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and all the others. And then you're placing music to the video that you don't even own, sir. So what are you mad for? And the artist I'm sorry. You don't even own your own music. You don't even own an artist. You don't own your own music. And SennyJ's right. And then I'm gonna yield my time. This might be an opportunity for the new artists to jump on the platform, and we could show the new artists some love. So new artists out here, like Senny said with COVID back in the day, this is an opportunity for people to make money on different realms of COVID. There's no difference from this right now. This is an opportunity, new artists, to get your music out there, so now we can attach the videos to new music.
Yeah, I mean, there's still going to be.
I'm scared to ask. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm scared to ask the catalog of Universal. City already mentioned one name, Taylor Swift. I'm saying, imagine we go down to artists that Universal owns the music to. It's devastating. Yo, TikTok, and guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? Because we're all fair weather friends. And Cindy, I yield my time, I promise. Everybody is going to bail out of TikTok and run right back over to Instagram and Facebook, because they're so addicted, including myself, to see these funny videos that attach to music or any videos. I yield my time.
Well, yeah, their music will still be available on other platforms, just not on TikTok. So I don't know. I guess we'll see in a couple months if it's any really big deal, because there's still other labels that have their music on there with other artists. So it could not be such a big thing. So I guess we'll see. But a lot of popular songs that people are playing right now obviously aren't going to be on there. So
Cindy, I don't know if you're young, old enough to remember the NAFTA new movement back in the day, when they started putting all the music online and all the artists shut that down because people were downloading for free back in the day. This is the same thing. What's going to happen is the other music giants are going to look at Universal and go, yeah, you know what? We bailing out too. We're out of here.
I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen, because they make too much money off the people that get founded off of there. And UMG, you're trying to say that you want TikTok to pay more money to the artists. You guys should be paying more money to your artists, or finding better ways for you to put out their music. I don't see labels doing anything to get creative with putting these artists' new music out. It's like you better put it on social media. So who needs to pay who for real?
Yeah, Cindy, you're absolutely right. But at the same time, for Universal to advocate to TikTok to pay the artists more money, to be honest with you, rather here or there. The whole thing is this: Universal is flexing their muscles. They're saying, "Yo, pay these artists a few more dollars. TikTok, you have it." By the way, which is a Chinese-owned company. We ain't even going with that. Remember, the U.S. government was going to shut TikTok down, and if they would have did that, boy, it would have been Suicide Fest 2023, baby.
I guess we're gonna see. I'm excited. I want to see what people come up with. But a lot of people have stopped saying that they don't watch TikTok anymore for the videos. They said it's become like the QVC of social media apps. They're always selling something. I prefer to go on Instagram anyway. I kind of feel like Instagram is getting like a resurgence ever since they put out their like Reels program. A lot more people are on there. So
I like in my order is right. In my order is Instagram and Facebook, and that's a transition for me because I'm a Facebook guy, but I'm feeling Instagram more than Facebook, and because of those reasons that Cindy just said. And welcome to the show, guys. The only place on earth where you get your morning start right. It's because of the reels. I love those Instagram reels, but please,
well, they got the reels from TikTok.
Well, so what? Be aware of how we are reacting to a music giant, a conglomerate is in the building taking away the music from TikTok. That's very powerful. And the way we're reacting to it is, to me, I'm very worried because everybody in these streets are losing their minds. We already lost our minds. We already know that. But look what we're losing our mind too. We can't add music to a video. We're dumbing it down to that now.
Well, you'll see, Shawn, when you try to make your video pop, you need that song.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. You need that song. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go on. I've been.
Is this something is this something that I need to sustain everyday life, CJ?
I mean, no, but if your business is to create social media content, it could be a hindrance to you finding other songs that'll be popping for you.
Social media, and again, I listen to every word Cindy said, and you gotta understand something. AI is now, it's a beast that can't be controlled. They're pulling the catalog because AI has infiltrated TikTok. And they're playing the same music. Woo! 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 Like in the words of Ric Flair. Woo!
Good luck, TikTokers. We'll see what happens.
And don't kill yourselves. Don't do it, please.
I don't think anybody's gonna kill themselves. You're so crazy.
You sure?
I don't think so. Wendy Williams is making, I know I spoke about her yesterday. Well, it looks like I spoke it into existence. Wendy Williams is finally telling her side of the story in a trailer for a new Lifetime documentary titled Where is Wendy Williams? The television host is openly abusing alcohol and breaks down crying as she details the financial strain she's experienced from being placed under a guardianship. She says, "I have no money," in newly released footage. The documentary features her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., her sister, Wanda, and more family members as they fight to help her get well physically, but also free her from the financial prison in which she finds herself in. "We all make choices in life," said Wanda. "We all go through challenges. She's still a person." Her son also claims her court-appointed guardian hasn't done a good job of protecting her. "We are a family," said Wanda as she chokes back tears. "And you tell me that I'm not capable of taking care of my sister? What would you do? What should I do?" Wells Fargo claimed in February of 2022 that Williams was of unsound mind and required guardianship because she was allegedly a victim of undue influence and financial exploitation. She has denied these allegations and said that she is, and demanding her money back. She said, I want to see all my money that I worked hard for my entire life. I don't lie and I don't cheat and I don't steal. I'm an honest, hardworking person. Wendy is still under her guardianship, but based on the trailer, she's focusing more on being well with her family. She hasn't been seen out in the public in more than 200 days. And based on the trailer, it appears not even her family knows where she is. So it doesn't give the date of when it's expected to air, but I believe it's done filming. So I guess we're going to get an update onto what she's been doing when it comes out. Are you going to watch it?
No, I would say this. I
think you're going to watch it, Shawn.
You guys know how I used to feel about Wendy Williams back in the day in the early 2000s. I thought she was pretty. She was out there in these streets. She was the #1 radio host out there in the afternoon on FM station. What was the FM station she was on in the chat room? I forgot. I think she was on 98. I can't remember. What guys in the chat room?
It was some Philly station, right?
No, I know she went down to Philly, but she came back to New York and then went to Philly. But in her heyday, it was a New York station. She came on in the afternoon. Guys in the chat room, please refresh my memory now. And those are the heydays that I loved Wendy Williams, and I was a fan of Wendy Williams. And for our new listeners, if you didn't know, Princess Cox, No Pause, and myself actually attended a live taping of the Wendy Williams show. Where, fellas, if you're single and you're looking for a beautiful woman that's packing a beautiful weave, go down to not anymore. I guess maybe you need to go to the Sherry Shepherd show to find that.
Not Sherry.
But go down to the we used to go down to the Wendy Williams experience, and you could bag you a shorty. I know Princess Cox, No Pause, Black Heart was in the building trying to bag something. Bernadette Chisholm Wilson, it's good seeing you last weekend at the Black and Gold. I know we kind of looked at, we hugged in passing and we kept it pushing because I was busy and you was having a good time. But good to see you last weekend, sis. And speaking of seeing all the sisters and brothers in the chat room, remember, March is Pisces season. It's the Shawn Harvey birthday season. We got 3 parts to the Shawn Harvey celebration. Part 1 is March the 2nd at Comedy in Harlem. Part 2 is in Brooklyn, March the 6th at 275 Park. Part 3, March 9th out here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So it's a trifecta. You can either go to 3 locations or rock with me with all 3. And let's have a good time as we bring in the birthday with your boy. Now, Wendy Williams, you already know I'm done. And I even confessed my love to Wendy Williams on this show when I was single, if you guys remember that. And I was trying to holler at the queen when she was single, and everybody thought I was crazy. But then when I saw the right pussy foot, there was a lot of pus coming out that size 12.5 foot of hers. And your boy Harvey bailed out. And I was done. We're not doing, I don't care who I'm in a relationship with. If my wife, God bless her, came in here with a right big pussy foot with pus coming out of it, looked like an elephant foot, I don't know. I can't do it. And that was what the situation was with Wendy Williams. Now here come another documentary. Here come another video. Here come another Lifetime story. Who, by the way, Wendy Williams loved those type of Lifetime stories. She talked about it all the time when she was on air. Shawn Harvey's not interested anymore. Shawn Harvey has moved on. Wendy Williams, you had your opportunity to get with your favorite host in the morning. but you failed to connect with the
That's
kid.
what she did.
And because you failed to connect to the kid, the universe allowed me to find the most beautiful woman on earth, which is my beloved wife, Wendy. And I picked her, and God bless. And Wendy, you are done, young lady. You suffer from pus-foot. Harvey can't do that. SennyJ, I yield my time.
Well,
I
I'm
yield
so
my
sorry.
time.
I'll be watching it though. I want to see what Wendy has to say about where she's been at and what she plans on doing. So I will be watching whenever it comes out. I have the Lifetime app. So when it gets televised, I will watch it and I will report back where Wendy has been.
Got you. Welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko, who's working at the moment, so she'll be back with us next week. So shout out to Miss Miko, shout out to the Queen SennyJ, shout out to your boy Harvey, but most importantly, shout out to everyone in the chat room. We truly appreciate you. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? Continue on.
A Philadelphia man has been kicked out of his storage unit after going viral on TikTok. I remember I seen this circulating about a couple of weekends back. This man basically, it was this man. His name is Leland Desmond Brown, and Brown is giving in the video, he was giving a detailed view of how he makes use of his confined space while living in a storage unit. He said it was cheaper than getting an apartment. The unit he shared with his girlfriend allowed the couple to save up, was allowing them to save up for an RV. From there, they had plans to eventually make a down payment on a home. But it seems their entire plan has fallen apart. After Brown shared the video in view of millions of people, it seemingly got the attention of the company that owns the storage space. The 28-year-old exclusively revealed that management was made aware he'd been living in the rented unit. Given that Leland breached the terms of the contract he had signed, he and his girlfriend have until the end of the month to collect their belongings. The pair is now forced to live outdoors. They're making things work by living in a tent within walking distance from where the storage unit space was. His video had accumulated over 11 million views on TikTok and over 30 million views on Twitter. He also mentioned spending time with his son. People were curious whether his child was also living in the storage unit with the couple. But he clarified that his 7-year-old is actually staying with his mother, who has a residence. When he was talking about how he ended up on the street, he said it was a family-related conflict that caused him to move out. While some people were quick to criticize him, taking particular issue with him sharing the video on social media, he said, "I embrace sharing my journey on TikTok as it aligns with the essence of my character. Recording my experiences is not solely for financial gain, but serves as a platform to inspire others. It's about authenticity and the genuine desire to motivate rather than just making money." People were telling him he should have just kept his mouth shut and kept it offline, because now him and his girl are out on the street. I don't know if you guys have seen the video. I was gonna I have a piece of it to see if it'll come up, but it was, let me see. Hold on, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I could see it.
I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise.
Oh, I saw that video.
I can use the bathroom. I can play music anywhere in the unit.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Well, it was for other people, Shawn, but okay.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, you did see
it. I know.
it. So I feel bad for this gentleman, but hopefully they have. I don't know if they started a GoFundMe or anything like that. But if you would like to contribute to Leland Brown and his living situation, feel free to look him up.
Welcome to the show, God's only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Y'all give me a round of applause in the chat room because I'm trying to keep this feed going literally every 90 seconds. So give me a round of applause.
You're doing a great job, Shawn.
All right. Now, Cindy, there might be moments where I'm looking at you, but I'm not reacting, but I can hear you, okay?
Okay.
His name is Leland again, excuse me?
Yeah, Leland Brown.
Leland Brown, you're an idiot. We already know. Everybody knows that. You're very stupid, strong young man. You're very strong. I love those push-ups. And let me put a pause on very strong young man. That needs to be paused. Again, how many times Cindy talked about this in the beginning of the show? Feel Good Fridays, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Like, share, subscribe, and follow the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Wow. Social media has taken over our whole existence. Bro, you had something good. You had something good. It would have even been better if you didn't have the girlfriend there, bro. This is something you do by yourself on the low. You keep it quiet. You walk in the stealth kind of way. You got to do the Mission Impossible to Tom Cruise. You got to stay on the low and stay humble. They knew your punk ass was staying in there. They got cameras all over the place. You doing jumping jacks, push-ups. You got the bathroom. You telling us how much money you saved, and you telling us your dreams. But the one problem was you couldn't keep that stupid mouth of yours shut. And you pulled out that deadly device, the cell phone. And you couldn't help yourself, dummy. You went online and you shared to the world information that you should have kept to yourself. And you could have been building, and you could have worked, and you could have did the videos, stored the videos, got the RV, and then shared your journey after the fact, dummy.
Yeah.
But look at you. Now you got 11 million views and nothing to show for it. 30 million views someplace else and nobody cares. And no GoFundMe. I'm not giving you a dime. I'm not giving you nothing. Now you outside with your broad in a tent. You outside with your broad in a tent. And I don't sympathize with you at all. Because you was living for free, stacking that bread, and had the nerve enough to tell us you're gonna get an RV next. Like the young folks say, are you dumb, sir? You're a stupid man. Yeah. But definitely, you're definitely in shape, sir. Definitely in shape. You will kick my ass all up and down the street. I get it. But guess what? You have no place to stay. And you're a viral person online, and you don't have no place to stay. And you created that. You created that, sir. Now you mess it up for all the other people who are living in storage units. They scared right now. They putting down their gates. They got the TV low.
Right.
You messing it up for everybody else because you can't keep your mouth shut. And I think it's a brilliant idea. But guess what? You signed the contract, Cindy said. And it said your punk ass couldn't live it. But you navigated a way, and you were so cunning, and you was actually very creative to live in your little box. But you couldn't shut up. Now you outside. And they want you, not only do they want you to leave, they want you to take all your stuff with you, stupid.
I know. Where are you going to put all your stuff that you had in the storage unit? You had a good thing going on over there. It's all outside of the tent.
Right.
So
Your baby, you done embarrassed your family, your baby mother, the kids is down the block. They snapping on little Tommy in school. Your father's out of this fucking trailer. living in a storage unit. Like, what is wrong? You that narcissistic. You just couldn't shut up.
Well, now he's out in the cold, so.
And your lady gonna leave you soon. Ain't no woman gonna be out there in no tent but for so long, bro. City, would you live in a tent with a dude? Come on,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know what though? Those are the type of situations I feel like guys want you to go through, because it's always like, you know, they're always saying, oh, well, what if I fall on hard times? You falling on hard times should not equate to you living outside. And even if it does, why do I have to stay beside you while you go through that? That seems absolutely ridiculous, especially with no ring on my finger. I'm supposed to go through poverty with you, go through living outside, going to show I'm going through something with you in order to show that I'm worthy. No, you shouldn't even want nobody to go through something like that with you. So good luck to them. And hopefully, girl, you get some sense and get on out of there. Now I'm concerned about her mental state and well-being.
Yeah, get out of there. What part of the country was it? Did it say what part of the country?
No, they didn't say what part of the country this was in.
Hope it was in Arizona. Because it's cold up here.
It was probably in Michigan or something.
Damn. All right, what else you got?
A Jackie Robinson statue was stolen and destroyed in Kansas, in the state of Kansas. Last week, a statue of baseball icon Jackie Robinson was stolen from a youth league field in Wichita, Kansas. The life-size memorial was erected by the nonprofit Little League organization in honor of the great Jackie Robinson in 2021, and it occupied a spot at a complex inside McAdams Park. The Jackie Robinson model was cut off at the ankles and taken to a location called Garvey Park, where it was later found burned to pieces in a nearby garbage can. Upon responding to a call about a trash fire, the police department said shortly after extinguishing the fire department saw what appeared to be pieces of the Jackie Robinson statue, which at this time is not salvageable. Authorities are still on the hunt for perpetrators. Chief Police assured that an investigation is underway and an arrest will be made for the theft and arson. Only a truck has been suspected to be in connection with the crime. He said, for those of you who are in any way involved in this means whether you were involved in stealing the statue, whether or not you accepted the statue, you were part of the destruction. It is only a matter of time and in your best interest to turn yourself in, come forward and admit your part in the crime. The League 42 Foundation's administrative assistant, Jacqueline Evans, and executive director Bob Lutz have created a GoFundMe to raise money for the statue's reconstruction. It was announced yesterday that the GoFundMe has met its goal of $175,000 to build a new statue. Although the replacement costs will be paid, they'll be keeping the GoFundMe running to aid in other expenses such as their educational programs, field lights, and services for additional equipment. So that's really unfortunate, especially, you guys, we are in Black History Month. Whoever did this, they need to be charged with a hate crime. Absolutely. I feel nobody's been saying anything about that, but why would you do that to a Jackie Robinson statue at a baseball field?
I'll tell you why.
Just hate.
You want to know why?
Oh, I know why. But they need to be talking about making it a hate crime. That's what they need to do.
Well, they should. Of course, it should be a hate crime. But they doing it. Shout out to Jackie Robinson, one of the first African-American baseball player to hit the major leagues. And I got a serious issue with that. Now that I'm more educated on the history of Major League Baseball, I never personally acknowledged Major League Baseball until 1947. When Jackie Robinson entered Major League Baseball, because before that, it was only Babylonian. So why would those records even appear? But that's just my personal opinion. I don't like the fact that Major League Baseball started snatching up all these black baseball players from 1947 to 1950, and they didn't compensate all the Negro leagues that owned the player. Or I'm sorry, the players had contracts with the Negro league teams. Now, with teams, you trade off the the owner of the baseball team needs to be paid. They took at least 10 Negro League baseball players, shipped them to the major leagues, and the major leagues didn't pay not one of the Negro League owners any kind of money. One woman that owned a baseball team, one of the players went to the Cleveland Indians, and she called the owner, and she was like, I need some money. And he yielded and gave her $10,000 for the player. That's another story. Now, this is only payback for a couple of years ago when we was chopping down the Confederate heroes, when we had that movement back about 5 years ago. Remember, we got rid of all the Confederate flags and all the Confederate heroes, and they were pulling them down. Well, somebody still held a resentment for that from years ago and looked at Jackie and said, this neighbor got to go.
It's so sad.
And this is just collateral damage to all the statues. Cindy, remember that movement? Remember that Confederate movement about 5, 6 years ago, and we were trying to rip away that history of the Confederate and glorifying Robert E. Lee.
Yes, I remember that.
And all the other heroes.
Mm-hmm.
All the other slave owner heroes that they made these monuments for, like we was in Athens and Greek. Only thing was missing was some standing in nude with the small penis. That was the only thing that was missing. Pause. And somebody said, for 5 years, they was looking at that Jackie Robinson statue, and Jesus Christ, they didn't even take his shoes. They cut him down at the ankles.
Shawn, please stop.
And they took him. They put him in the F-14 pickup. You already know. The pure Babylonian loved the Chevy and the Ford and the Dodge Ram. And they just placed him. What's that? A picture? Oh my God! Look at that, everybody. They didn't even take his Air Force One. Look at that. That's terrible. That is so disrespectful. Taking shoes and legs. They didn't even take Jackie's shoes. They cut them off at the ankles, took them someplace else, and burned them.
I know, like it was enough to take it down, but you burned it too.
Right, but think about the connection. You took down Jackie Robinson, took him someplace else, and damn near burned and lynched him. Doesn't this sound familiar, everybody? Doesn't this sound familiar? How they used to take black folks, burn them, and lynch them? And that's what this guy did? Yes. So is this, what are we talking about? A hate crime. This is thinking about a hate crime. This is a hate crime.
Well, and they're not talking about hate crime.
And you know what? They know. I'm not into the conspiracies. You'll know that. Cindy's more of a conspiracy theorist than I am. But I want to say this. It was one of the good old boys in the neighborhood, and they know who did this. They know who did this. In the middle of Kansas somewhere, where Dorothy lives, after she returned home from the Wizard of Oz. This is where the statue was.
I'm surprised they even put that statue up in Kansas. Who live in Kansas? What's going on over there? Is there any black people over there? I actually heard there's a lot of black people in Kansas. So what's going on?
We have questions and we need answers. That's a valid question. Black folks, are you in Kansas? Seriously, I thought maybe the black folks left that region of the country after Black Wall Street in the 20s.
No. There are some black folks still over there. And I don't know how we got over there. How do you go from the South and then veer off to Kansas? Who
Because Kansas was a free state back in the day, and it was the only place back in those days that black folks can go without being bothered by white folks in slavery. So they moved out to Kansas. And then remember, they started their own neighborhood. They had their own economic ladder, and they were prospering amongst themselves. And the white folks, the pure Babylonians, got jealous of Black Wall Street, accused a black man for raping a white woman in an elevator. We know the story, and they came and burnt the whole goddamn town down. So I was figuring that maybe black folks left that region.
No.
But they did. They stayed. And they still haven't written a check to compensate black folks for that horrific Black Wall Street situation back in the day. So that's why, again, I'm just speculating.
I think that was in Oklahoma.
It doesn't matter. Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, North Dakota, Omaha, Nebraska. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit.
That is all the same.
It's all the same shit.
Okay.
Nebraska, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, Colorado, North Dakota, North Texas, better. It's all the same shit.
Okay.
How many black folks pack up and go, you know what? I need to move to Oklahoma. Let's talk about that.
I would never. I'm
exactly.
not moving any more west. I said this is as far west in this country as I'll live.
And you know what? And you're a smart person.
I'm staying over here. I'm staying up in the east and the north. The northeast, I'm staying over here, or I'm just getting the hell out.
And I'll tell you why. Because in the northeast, especially in Pennsylvania, what was ruled by the Quaker religion back in the day, they was against slavery. And they wanted a free society based on religion. And they embraced black folks. And that's why neighbors moved to Pennsylvania. Other than, buying the houses from the newspaper and the Daily News back in the day. One more story.
It down. The last.
They even got a town in Pennsylvania called Quakerstown.
And I hate going to Quakertown. It's annoying. Yes, as we all know, this weekend it is the Super Bowl. We are all excited about that, but I don't think
the Super Bowl is not this weekend, Cindy. I gotta stop you.
It's not this weekend?
It's next weekend.
Isn't it on the 3rd? Or the
Super
4th?
Bowl is on the 10th, see?
Oh.
11th or the 10th. No, go ahead. I don't want to stop the flow. Go ahead. Continue. I just wanted to save it from yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah, save it for myself because I definitely had no idea. I thought it was this weekend. Taylor Swift has generated a whopping $330 million for the NFL, as well as the Kansas City Chiefs. The pop megastar has been a financial boom for the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs in the wake of her romance with star tight end Travis Kelce. She has generated a brand value of over $331 million. The data accounted for, it takes into consideration print, digital, radio, television, highlights, and social media monitoring since she attended her first Chiefs game on September 24th through the 22nd, one day after her divisional round appearance in Buffalo, and calculated a financial amount for each occurrence based on reach and impact. Apex president Eric Smallwood said that digital content and online news created the most value ahead of social media. In October, when the Swift-Kelce romance began, a national sensation as the couple was photographed in New York City for a date night. The Grammy winner generated over $166 million. She then sent the internet into a tailspin in September when she caught the Chiefs' Week 3 victory over the Bears at Arrowwood Stadium. She's become a regular at Kelce's games, attending 12 out of 18, including all 3 of the Chiefs' playoff games in their run to the Super Bowl in 2020 of this year. She also helped the NFL produce its highest regular season female viewership since it started collecting the data in 2000, and the top regular season mark in the 18 to 34 demographic since 2019. Female viewership rose 9% from last season to this season, higher than male viewership, 6% uptick, according to their reports. And they are saying that they are excited for the Super Bowl when they feel like more, when they're going to reach a demographic larger than they've ever seen before in previous years. As well as there's been an uptick, of course, in Kansas City Chiefs merchandise that people have been buying, which people aren't even a fan of the team. They just want to wear it, because she has it on. So.
It's weird. My daughter, Arena, God bless, is a big Kansas City Chief fan. I don't know where that came from. But as the song always say, who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? And Taylor Swift, well, in a good sense, for me, I love it. She runs the NFL. The NFL has been invaded by the Swifties, and it's nothing that we purist football fans could do nothing about it. You better ride that gravy train until the wheels fall off. That's why, even though my beloved Princess Cox No Pause and a few of my other guys are big 49er fans, Kansas City will win the Super Bowl. Princess, I'm so sorry to say, but it is. And it's the mere fact that the spirit will allow them to win, because Taylor Swift's going to be in the building. You got Taylor Swift and Usher in the building. Let me tell you something. If Taylor Swift comes down from that booth at halftime and go over there and do a song after our beloved Usher, it's a wrap. You're going to have Usher. Usher, I'm predicting that he's going to have the best. It's going to be the best Super Bowl performance we've ever seen. I love Usher. I don't know. He's going to tear that thing down. Taylor Swift is going to be in the building in Las Vegas at the new stadium where they have the Super Bowl, where the pathetic Raiders play. Woo. The 49ers, you're not going to have any match with this because of what Cindy just said. Taylor Swift had generated over $300 million in revenue for the NFL. She has Cindy has declared up and down that she wouldn't have sex with a man if they didn't have a certain amount of money. But guess what?
I did not say that.
Guess what? Well, one of you hosts used to say that. But guess what? Taylor Swift has $1 billion vagina. Let's clap for that. And Travis Kelce is putting yellow flags all in that vagina. Oh, he's scoring touchdowns in that vagina. Oh boy, it's 1st and 10 in that, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, and 3rd and 6 in that vagina. Oh my God. Oh man, he's throwing penalty flags in that vagina. He's scoring a whole lot of touchdowns in that thing. He tossing up. Kelce. Kelce done lost her mind. He's putting his penis on her forehead, and there's nothing that the NFL could do about it. NFL, you better come correct and show this woman her proper respects and give her the owner's box. Whoever owns the Las Vegas Raiders, you give Taylor Swift that box, sir.
Isn't it true that our Travis Kelce said that he's retiring after the Super Bowl?
I would too if I had $1 billion vagina. I would too. You don't need to play football no more. I just tour the world with my girl. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you the power of Miss Swift. No disrespect to the NFL, which I love, and y'all know it. She could throw a concert the day before the Super Bowl and sell it out. She could do 3 shows in the Super Bowl, in the Las Vegas football stadium, and sell it out. She She could sell out a stadium. Imagine my wife could sell out a stadium. Imagine you with somebody, SennyJ. This woman is like Michael Jackson. She's tall. She's about 6'7". She got a flat ass, got a weird looking face, but the vagina is worth $1 billion.
Are we gonna compare Taylor Swift and Michael Jackson right now in Black History Month? Is that what we're doing, Shawn?
Yeah, you have to.
Is that what we're doing? Yeah.
Shout out to Black History Month, but I'm just saying. And she got Swifties. She got Swift. Look, you can compare both of them. They sell out of stadiums. They sell out baseball fields. People who go to the concerts die to see them perform. Michael Jackson had a lot of people die to see him. Taylor Swift, when she was down in South America, a few of them fell out. Yeah.
I can't take it. Not in Black
Travis Kelce, it's your Uncle Shawn Harvey. Listen to me. You keep busting that ass, bro. Give me five, my guy. You keep busting that ass. You toss that ass around. What? You might have to put a baby in that. You put a baby in that, it's a wrap.
Taylor's not that dumb. She's not going to get caught up.
And he's out there on tour. He's out there on tour with Taylor. Travis Kelce, yeah, regular football guys are going to buy the jersey. No question about it. Merch is already selling. But when Taylor Swift jumped on the scene and she started wearing her little 87 jacket, all the Swifties are now Travis Kelce fans.
And actually, the social media content creator that made her that jacket has actually also gotten a deal with the NFL to make merchandise she got licensing approval to make more merchandise using their stuff. Because if you know why? Because if you're anywhere close to Taylor Swift, you're going to be at least a millionaire. The dude who drives Taylor Swift is a millionaire. The person that cooked the food for Taylor is $100,000. Anybody that's 20 feet around this bitch is millionaires. Yeah. Millionaires. Yo, Travis, do it dirty, bro. Fellas, put in the chat room if you ever met a broad that had great potential and you had to do it dirty. You had to toss her around in the bed. Fellas, put a number one chat room if you did a broad dirty. I mean sexually. You had to just do it dirty. You had to bust that ass. Okay. Cindy, have you ever had your ass bust? Have you ever been done dirty? No. So you're not qualified. Because some of these fellas in the chat room had a baddie and had to do her dirty sexually because you knew you had to mark your territory. I did it back in the 90s and the 2000s. Can't do it no more. Okay, well, nobody's going to know that but you. So I hope it makes you feel good. I'm not going to bet my life on it, but Travis Kelce is tossing this broad around and throwing her against the ceiling. And long penis in this bitch. Travis Kelce, before I leave, because City's going to have the last word. Sir, I'm going to give you a round of applause. You don't think back in the day before the drugs, Bobby Brown was doing Whitney Houston dirty? Busting our ass, bro. That's what us men do. When we get a woman of power like that, there's only one thing we can do. Do them dirty. In a sexual loving way, of course. And some of the men, I can't see the chat room. I'm for sure some of these men in this chat room has done something dirty. Yeah, they're all putting ones because they're all disgusting. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Cindy, I yield my time. Well. And Cindy, I'm concerned that no one has done you dirty, bro. I'll keep that to myself. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Cindy, I want somebody to do you dirty. Thank you.
Cindy, you don't want to be tossed up and thrown around a bedroom wall, huh, CJ?
No, that's fine. Regular is fine for me. Regular, however you do it, it's fine.
All right, Cindy, you have the last word. Great show. Guys, put the hearts in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. We truly appreciate you. I yield all the rest of the time to the beloved SennyJ. That's it.
No, you guys, I don't really have anything to say. Go and have it. I was gonna have this whole thing, but the Super Bowl isn't this weekend, so forget it.
No, but go ahead, give it to us anyway. Cindy, give it to us anyway. It's fine. It's okay.
No, I'm gonna save it for next week.
Oh, come on, Cindy. Now you built it up. Pause. Might as well tell. It's the buildup. It's a buildup. Cindy, let us know. Come on, please.
No, just everybody.
Do it for Uncle Har.
Now this is getting creepy. Everybody just have a good weekend. It's Black History Month, so don't let any white people try you. This whole
right. And also next week, guys, we have Sharon Hart, because not only is Black History Month, it's also a Heart Month. Our beloved Sharon Barnes will be tuning in. On the feed next week, and also for a few sessions for the month, talking about heart health. So, guys, please, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Cindy, one more. Okay, the last word, Cindy. What, you got another last word then, Cindy?
No, I don't have any last word. Just, stand strong. Don't let Babylonians play you guys.
Right. And when in doubt, do something dirty. When in doubt.
No, don't listen to that advice.
Okay, we're out of here.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye. See you later.